Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you sort of my take on Huevos Rancheros, which is like eggs that are cooked in a really lovely spicy sauce and served with corn tortillas and whatever toppings you like. So let me run you through the ingredients just to make the sauce base, and then I'll show you everything else as we go along. What I have here is some tomato sauce and also some tomatoes that I canned with some chilies in them. You can see the chili seeds. But if you don't have you can always buy diced tomatoes with chilies. You don't have to make them yourself. Diced onions. I like to add black beans to mine. You don't have to, but I like it. I've got some chipotle chili powder, which I think is really important because it gives you a lovely smoky heat, and a little bit of dried oregano along with a little bit of water, some olive oil, and salt. That's just the base to make your sauce, and then you need your eggs and all of your toppings and whatnot. If you're not going to be using chili, like diced tomatoes with chilies, you might want to add some fresh peppers, some fresh chilies to this. I just don't find it necessary because I'm using the peppers in the sauce, so kill two birds with one stone kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I need the sauce, I need the chilies. There you go. All right, in the skillet, I've got some olive oil, and to it, I'm just warming it up. And to it, I'm going to add my onion, and I'm just going to let my onion saute until it just becomes translucent and it cooks down a bit. It won't take very long, just a couple of minutes. Okay, these look good enough. I just want them to become translucent and soften a little bit. Now I'm just going to add pretty much everything in. I'll add my spices, just to wake up that chipotle powder, my sauce, my diced tomatoes, tomato, black beans. Might not add all of them. I think we're just going to add half. And a little bit of water to thin everything out, just to give it a bit more of a saucy consistency. Now I'm going to add a lovely pinch of salt to this because I want to make sure it's well seasoned. And then I'm going to cover it on medium-low to simmer for about 20 minutes or so, and then I'll show you the next step. It already smells so good, and it hasn't even been cooking for long. I like it. My sauce looks fantastic. It's been simmering for about 20 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack some eggs to put them in here. Now I'm only going to do 4 eggs today, but this really holds 6 eggs really well. I just used a smaller pan just because it's pretty, because it's red. But normally you would want to do 6 eggs. So what I do is I make kind of a little bit of a well, right? And I just take an egg, crack it into, I always crack it into a separate dish, like eggs in purgatory, for example, and then you just drop it in. And then you do that 4 times total, okay? It's not gonna hold perfectly in a well, but close enough. Then you do that all 4. I'm gonna sprinkle some salt on top of each egg, and then I'm just going to cover them and cook them to my desired consistency. Some people like their yolks really runny. Some people like them really well done. You cook them however you want. I don't like it super well done because I feel like it loses, you know, a lot of its beautiful silkiness, but you do whatever you want. You just want to make sure that you cover these while they cook, and they'll take probably about 7 or 8 minutes or so. Just finishing the eggs with a little cilantro. You can serve these, I mean, however your heart desires. I've seen it be done so many different ways. Some people will make almost like a taco. They'll take some toasted corn tortillas and they'll put the egg in on the plate and all the toppings. That's a great way to do it. There really is no wrong way to do it, but I'll show you my sort of preferred way to eat these. You gotta have that sauce, man. That sauce is boss. The sauce is boss here. Then I just took that same tortilla and I toasted it, but I kind of cut it into strips. And you put a few of those on top, just to make it a little bit easier to eat, right? Then a little scallion action. You could do a little avocado as well. I need a little sprinkling of cheese. This is just Monterey Jack, but some cotija cheese would be really great here. And a little sour cream. That is how I like to eat huevos rancheros, but you can eat them however your corazon desires. And you can see the yolk is just, it's running, but it's just set underneath. So it's not running like crazy. I'm just going to go for it because you only live once. Oh man, it smells good. Look, see how the yolk is set? See that? Like, that to me is perfection. I don't want anybody else in the room. It's so lovely and smoky from the chipotle chili powder. It's just spicy enough with the chipotle chili powder and the chilies in the tomatoes that it's not gonna knock my socks off in terms of like too much heat, but it's just gonna tingle the back of my throat. It's phenomenal. Look at this. Make this ASAP. It's phenomenal, and I think you'll really love it. Go to laurainthekitchen.com, get the recipe. If you have your version of this, please share down below how you like to make it. Hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.